All right, we are live from Winona High School in beautiful Birmingham, Alabama. The Elite Youth Football League Sunday Super Bowl. First off, EYFL would like to thank Birmingham City Schools and Winona High Schools for use of their facility this evening. It has been a great day of football action, so EYFL wants to extend its gratitude to you, Birmingham City Schools and Winona High School. We, Moxie Media, along with EYFL, are glad that you have hung in there with us today. We are on Facebook Live, so make sure you share with your family and friends. And all these games will be available for review or watching or whatever it is you want to do, sharing with family and friends later on YouTube as well. As we get ready for the kickoff, the Ducks are going to receive as WAHOUMA won the toss and chose to defer. So on the return is zero. He scoops it up. And so he ends up running it out of bounds, and it sure enough looked like a bit of a disaster at first, but the Tarrant City Ducks in the red and white, the winged helmets, will be on offense first. So Hudson on the return. There's a quick release.
Bye-bye.
And there go the Ducks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go, CJ.
Powell with the stop. Bozeman, number 3, with the catch. And it's going to be a first down for the Ducks as they get to the 26-yard line. And the Ducks known for not being afraid to put it in the air. And that's going to be a false start. Offsides. Okay, he's pointing it. I thought that was a false start, but that one goes against WAHOUMA. He pointed right there at, looked like he was pointing at number 15. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 21. Number 11, pardon me. Number 3 turns it back inside. He's wearing the Roman numerals. So I had to catch that one. And that is Hairston.
Appreciate it on Pyru, yeah.
So gain of 3 at 2nd and 2. And Bozeman takes off with it.
Hold on 1 minute.
And goes out of bounds after issuing a stiff arm and shoving the WAHOUMA defender down to the ground. And Bozeman came to play. And this is a game everybody's been waiting for. This one's going to cap off today's events. And 2 extremely talented teams on the field playing for all the marbles.
Bye-bye.
And the man in the motion, number 2, cuts it back off tackle. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Ducks. And that is Jones. So let's look at that replay. So watch this here. Watch where he turns right back after following his block. And they're going to go for 1. Now, something you do see at this age group sometimes is you will see them kick a field goal. Wisnant looking for an open man.
There you go,
Turns
there
it
you
up
go.
there himself.
There you go,
He's
back
got
up.
to get balls on the ground. And it is no good.
I thought they touchdown that calls here, touchdown that calls here.
So it is 6-0, 6:12 remaining in the first quarter. And Tarrant City will get ready to kick it off to WAHOUMA. WAHOUMA with plenty of team speed.
Booty, CJ. Booty.
And we are outside broadcasting from the stands. And I don't mind sharing with you that sometimes you hear some things that make you understand why megaphones are banned at the high school level or middle school level. So the Ducks get ready to kick. So to kick by number 3.
Yeah.
And it's a nice one. Number 10 on the return, and he is grinding his way to the 47-yard line. May have got to the 48. Number 10, Michael Giles. Will have the ball at the 48-yard line for the WAHOUMA Seminoles' first drive of the contest. Tarrant City known to have a speedy defensive front. Can be very stingy. So let's see what WAHOUMA does. WAHOUMA with the gold on gray. And look at that big back right there. And he'll get to the 48 on the other side, so a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. That is Devin Taylor, number 27, the ball carrier. Taylor gets it once again, and he goes to his right, and he is moving like a freight train, and he is going to be finally pushed out of bounds by number 3. There is a flag on the field. So Bozeman finally getting him out of bounds, but we have to see what the flag is all about. Holding is going to negate that big play. And, of course, they also tell the sideline to get back. And you don't want to miss opportunities like that against Tarrant City. When you can move the ball like that, you want to move it and not lose it. And the officials are telling the coaches to get back. They need to be outside of that box. That's what that stripe is there for. Back behind that yellow stripe. So number 8, Santonio Harris under center. And so that'll bring up third down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 46-yard line. So it's third down. At the loss of yards due to the penalty, it'll be 12 yards. They put it in the air, and that pass is picked off. And I mean, he threw it straight to the Tarrant City defender. And you get the pose. So Bozeman gets the pick, brings it back to the 40, and the Ducks go back on offense. So it's 1st and 10 at the 40, shotgun formation. Wisnett wants to put it up, but he's going to be swallowed up by WAHOUMA. Number 1, Nantambu Ogletree. In there as part of that. Number 12 lurking about over there as well. So it lost a yard at 2nd and 15. Look at the moves by the Ducks. There's a flag. He goes out of bounds. Right around the 33. We'll have to see what the call is. Face mask. And I believe that one was of the 15-yard variety. And so that's going to be the long walk. So as a result of the penalty, the ball goes to the 18-yard line. And WAHOUMA not doing themselves any favors right now. Bozeman turns it back up. There's a flag. That's going to be holding in this case. Number 7 blocks him. They'll get the stop. So the ball goes back to the 33. 3:11 remaining in the first quarter. And the officials are having a discussion. Wisnett puts it up high. And number 2, the intended receiver for the Ducks, not even sure he knew where the ball was, but it was well overthrown. So it was definitely not catchable. And that'll bring up third down. So the ball at the 28. So the official tells them, yeah, whatever it is they got to get in, they got to get it in. So the ball at the 28. No, 3rd and 20. Wisnett back in shotgun. And WAHOUMA comes in and feeds. And that is number 4, Elijah Harrison. Number 1, Ogletree getting some of that action as well. So that'll bring up 4th down. And WAHOUMA definitely wants to make this stop. And it's offsides against the Seminoles. But it's only 5. So they're still going to need 15 to move the chains. So the ball goes to the 28. Oh, pardon me, they still need 20. Well, there goes my math degree. So, wasn't it looking for the open man, steps back out, steps out of trouble again. And he tries to throw it to King. And that was a reach at best. And that falls incomplete. And the ball will be turned over on downs. And the Ducks are very much upset with themselves, not being able to seize upon that opportunity. The Seminoles definitely happy to make the stop. And they have a defense that will harass you. The question is can their offense get something going here? And he keeps going backwards. And we're going to have to see what they're going to do as far as forward progress. There is an official standing there. And they're going to back him up to the 15. And sometimes you just got to be smarter than the situation. And with that ball at the 15-yard line, it's 2nd and 23. As the clock continues to wind down. Number 7 with the carry comes back inside. Blocks him, the ball carrier. He'll get to the 15. That'll bring up 3rd down. So effectively no gain on the play. As the clock winds down to end the first quarter, and that'll do it with the Ducks leading 6-0. And we'll be right back. All right, we are back. And that pass is caught. And he's still going. And I mean, he runs like a freight train. And Taylor and we're going to take an injury timeout, but first down. There is a flag on the play. We got to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and there was a penalty on the play. And that ended up costing WAHOUMA. I mean, they're still going to get the first down. But where they could have been across the 50, they are now at the 41-yard line, still in their own territory. And they are putting their heads straight down and running. Number 7, the ball carrier, and that's George Bloxham. Putting the crown of his helmet into the defender. I wouldn't recommend that under any circumstances, but we get what he's trying to do. So WAHOUMA taking their time. Number 7 trying to get away, but the Ducks wrap him up quickly and close in. Number 2, Jones will get credit for that tackle.
So you don't think he would have recovered off that shit? The ball, because the quarterback going to lock it.
Not a whole lot happening on that play. So that'll bring up third down. And WAHOUMA, they have to find a consistent formula offensively. Living and dying off the big play. And the big man is trying to shake off tackles. But you get enough Ducks around you. And it's going to be fourth down. And they're going to need about 6 yards to move the sticks. So we'll see what WAHOUMA elects to do. At this stage, I would be surprised to see him go for it and risk giving a short field to the Ducks.
Watch the ball.
And then again, what do I know? And looks like they're going to do just that. They're going to go for it. Oh, that ball pops up. Not sure if the center snapped it early, wasn't paying attention, or what happened. But I had a feeling something weird was going to happen at this play when they simply didn't line up like to punt. And I was just saying the last thing you want to do is give the Ducks a short field. Now they got one with the ball at the 41-yard line. And that is a speedy team. There it is from Wisnett. He gives a 0, and look at him go. And he's going to run over number 6. There's a flag on the field. That's going to be holding. Antonio Powell got ran over. So a holding penalty brings it back. So the Ducks lined up in shotgun. And number 3 will get to the 32-yard line. That's Hairston. Elijah Harrison with the tackle for WAHOUMA. He's number 4. So the ball is at the 32-yard line. Here's Hairston again. And he's going to be brought down right around the 26. And looks like they're going to put him at the 27. But that will move the sticks. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's moving up front. That's offsides against WAHOUMA. You don't want to do the Ducks any favors. They do well enough on their own that you don't want to help them. So the Ducks get to play in. Wisnett puts it up. And he catches it. He bottled it, but he got it. And nobody in coverage, completely blown, wants the replay of this. So he bobbles it, but he gets it. Hudson able to get control of that ball, and now they are going to go for 2. Given the fact that they missed the first PAT, they're going to make up the difference for that. So Wisnett puts it up on the fade, and it was really just a jump ball. So he's talking with the officials. 2:58 remaining in the first half. Have a WAHOUMA coach on the field. So we'll see what this is all about. And there's a two flags sitting in the end zone. And so they're sorting out the events. Both coaches, both teams had coaches on the field. And they're still discussing it. There's a lot to unpack here. To see who's responsible for what. And I think we might get some sort of answer. So it looks like they're going to replay the down. Or I should say the PAT.
Once you go all the way there, I ain't got no choice but to ride all the way there with you.
So this is going to be replayed. And they get this all sorted out. The Seminoles are waiting for the Ducks to get lined up. And he had to pardon the long pause and the silence there. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And the head official still talking with the Tarrant City head coach. So I guess there's still some other things to get worked out. So we're doing this again. 2:58 remaining in the first half. And we spent just about 7 to 10 minutes of it talking about whatever that was. And at the end of the day, they still come away with 2. So a long journey for the PAT, but they get it. And the Ducks will get prepared to kick off to WAHOUMA. WAHOUMA down 14-0 with 2:58 remaining in the first half of play. Now they've got to figure out a way to get something going offensively. Obviously, Big 27 Devin Taylor is a part of that. But they have got to be able to mix it up and not what they call one-dimensional or the proverbial one-trick pony. And they are more than capable of that. And there's apparently a penalty yardage. So that ball's at the 25-yard line to get kicked off. So there was a personal foul in there somewhere. When all of that shook out. So the Ducks get set to kick it. Number 13 there to handle the chores. And that's Williams. And it's a nice kick. That one fielded by 7, and he's going to scamper to about the 42. Maybe the 43-yard line. Blocks him, the ball carrier. Says 1st and 10. And they do spot it at the 42. So it's quieted down a little bit here at Winona. But this is the last contest of the game. We thank you for hanging in there with us. Make sure you hit that like button. Share with friends and family. Moxie Media appreciates you hanging in there with us, as well as the Elite Youth Football League. They certainly appreciate you and your participation in watching today's contest. Pass caught by number 10 stays up. Number 4 on the stop. Michael Giles with the catch. Harris will get ready for that credit for that tackle. Giles gets to the 40-yard line, so a 2-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for WAHOUMA Seminoles. Wanting to get a solid drive going as the clock winds down towards 2 minutes in the first half. Definitely want to get on the board. Ball comes out of the hands of the QB and is going to be, let's see, and they're going to say that so WAHOUMA will keep it, and player needs to be careful, keep his cool. Handing the ball to the official no matter how frustrated he is. And then good job by the official understanding what was going on there in the scrum, but it's 3rd and long. So it's 3rd and 6 actually. And the ball's at the 49-yard line. WAHOUMA definitely frustrated offensively. There's a quick release to number 1, and that goes nowhere. Number 3, bringing them down. Ogletree with the catch. He stopped by Hairston. And WAHOUMA definitely getting frustrated. The coaches need to talk to these boys. This game's not out of hand. Just need to settle down and settle in. And they'll eventually catch that break that they're looking for. So they're going to go for it. And they're going to go 3 to the left. 25 seconds remaining. And we're going to take a timeout. All right, WAHOUMA wisely elects to punt. And the last time they decided to go for it, if you will, it ended up not working out so well. And, of course, you see the points on the board as a result. So this one is going to go back to the 23-yard line. And by gosh, if the Ducks are going to get the ball back, you certainly want to make them work for whatever they're going to get. But you want to stop them from scoring whatever you do. And given that there's only 15 seconds remaining on the clock, you can't say what will or won't happen. So Tarrant City has possession of the ball. It's at the 22. You see Bozeman back there. And WAHOUMA's going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. And coming out of the timeout that WAHOUMA took, 15 seconds remaining in the first half of play. On a beautiful night in the city of Birmingham here at Winona High School in Birmingham, Alabama. And the Ducks take a knee, and they're going to let the clock run out. And that'll do it for the first half, and we're going to go to halftime. So the story of the first half is just simply mistakes by WAHOUMA, notably going for it on fourth down, and that disastrous sequence of events where the snap was either miscommunicated by the center snapping it or the quarterback not realizing it was coming, and points as a result of it. Penalties, things like that. They're going to have to get over that. Now, not to say that the Ducks are clean because they've made their fair share of mistakes, but right now they seem to have the momentum. And is this too late for WAHOUMA? Absolutely not. This game is not out of reach. They just need to settle down. You can see some of the frustration on the players. So what the coaches need to do is let those boys know that, hey, there's a whole second half of football yet to be played. It's a two-score game. One score and a score and a two-point conversion away, and you're all tied up. It can happen that fast. So let's see what happens as the coaches talk to their boys. We'll be right back in just a few. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media, better known as the voice of the Clay Chalkville Cougars. We'll be right back. All right, we are back for the final half of EYFL Super Bowl Sunday. A number of champions have already been crowned today. So, you know, and right now, with this being the final half, we want to make sure that you are aware that EYFL, the Elite Youth Football League, certainly appreciates Birmingham City Schools and Winona High for allowing them to host the game. Here, there goes number 7. And bada boom, bada bing. George blocks him. Gets him on the board. And special teams can change the momentum. Watch blocks him. As he finds a seam, and I said that WAHOUMA was fast. And that's an example of it right there. Number 4 left looking for oxygen. So there's a flag in the end zone. That's an excessive celebration. That'll be assessed on the kickoff. They may do it on the PAT, but typically that's assessed on the kickoff. So that's why they're going back and respotting the ball. But nonetheless, this is the final half. The Elite Youth Football League certainly wants to show their thanks and appreciation to Birmingham City Schools and Winona High School for allowing them to host the event here today. It's been a lovely day, if not at times wet. The temperatures have stayed mild, around the mid-60s. Had a little bit of wind at times. But the fans have been fantastic. We are broadcasting from the stands, which is nice to do on occasion. And so it's been a lot of fun for us. It's been a lot of fun for me. My voice a little hoarse, but that's okay. Because what we do for you. So make sure you hit that like, share with family, friends, and others. The games will be available on other platforms. There's the pass. And that one's going to be incomplete, and he almost ate the play clock sitting down there outside the end zone. So and fun fact, a lot of things, some of the things that fans don't know is that outside the end of the end zone, in other words, outside the final stripe. So you have a stripe that goes around your field there, but outside what they call the final stripe is usually a 5-yard runoff area. So truth be told, even though it's kind of sitting out on the track area, they might want to move that thing. But WAHOUMA will kick off from the 25-yard line. So, as I was saying earlier, they're only down by 1 score and a PAT, and there's nothing like a big play to go your way to remind you of that, and that's exactly what they've got. With 27 to kick it off, what does he do? I mean, what does he not do, I should say. Short kick, King on the return. And he'll get right about the 40-yard line. So a short field for the Ducks. So the WAHOUMA defense is really going to have to bite down, given the fact that is such a short field. And it's a 4-down situation. No matter how you slice it, they got to stop them on the next 4 tries for sure. And there's number 3 taking off to his right. Finds a little bit of room on the edge before he's brought down. And there's a flag on the field. And there's some sportsmanship right there. Bozeman, the ball carrier. Number 1, Ogletree, helps him up. So we'll see what the call is. And it's blocking the back against the Ducks. So that certainly helps, given the short kick, and that puts the ball at the 43-yard line. Ducks put it up in the air. And that pass well defended by number 7. George blocks him. So that brings up 2nd and 14. And 0 on the carry for the Ducks, and he's going to get a big chunk of those yards back. And it'll be 3rd down. And WAHOUMA's going to take a timeout, as they know this stop is super important. We'll be right back.
Vegas has become one of America's fastest growing cities. Ann Road Animal Hospital welcomes anyone who is committed to practicing the best veterinary medicine. We hold ourselves to the highest of medical standards and remain accountable for ensuring that clients and their pets receive optimal service and care. Visit our website at annroadah.com and apply today.
All right, so this is a huge down for WAHOUMA. They're only down 1 score, and they'd like to keep it that way. So it is 3rd and a long 2. And the Ducks are going to get a fresh set of downs. They're going to get to the 26-yard line. But they avoid the big play, the surprise that sometimes tends to come when you're busy, trying to shut something down. Of course, here comes Hudson back in, that's 0, who had the big run that led to that. And there it goes. Mr. X, if you will. So a gain of about 1, 2, 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. King with the carry for the yardage. Hairston, the ball carrier. And he's going to be rode down by number 4, Elijah Harrison. 4:27 remaining in the third quarter. The pace of this game having slowed down considerably. A lot of it has to do with just the feel as the crowds have cleared out. Number 3, the ball is loose! And guess who has it for WAHOUMA? And number 3 of the Ducks, Bozeman, is absolutely frustrated. And I mean, they made a Seminole sandwich out of him. So that ball's going to be spotted at the 26-yard line. As WAHOUMA converged on him, I mean, they popped him. And that ball just coughed right up. And sometimes there's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, you get hit hard enough, it's going to come loose. And I'm sure Coach told Bozeman, hey, get your head back in it. We need you. Have a flag on the field. False start against WAHOUMA. And another great contest today. Nobody today was getting the brakes beat off of them by any stretch of the measure. Very well played games. Big plays being the difference in some, and penalties having a big impact on others. But not one of those cases where anybody just ran over their opponents. So it's a great day of football, and it's a testament to the EYFL and the quality of players and the quality of coaching and the quality of play. And that's something that everyone should be paying attention to. So the official checks his watch. And that snap almost gets away from him. And that creates a delay in the play. Number 7 blocks him, the ball carrier. Not much happening there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. And another crucial third down for WAHOUMA. And converting on third down has been a struggle. And now's the time for them to do it if they're going to do it. They want to kind of get that momentum going. And looks like a false start. And once again, the penalties come back to haunt WAHOUMA. And so a 3rd and 6 now turns into a 3rd and 11. And that ball goes back just shy of the 25. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Ducks have been pretty speedy on defense and able to get in the backfield. So let's see what WAHOUMA comes up with. There's a snap and a quick release. That pass intended for Kirk. And Darrell Kirk. And the coach is livid. So WAHOUMA will punt it and as the time gets ran off the clock, we'll go to about 2 minutes remaining in the third. And we're getting set for an interesting fourth quarter, it looks like. between these two teams. It's 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So WAHOUMA looking to get another stop to get the ball back. And it's the little things, you know, it's the little mistakes that'll get you. And the Ducks keep it on the ground. Number 2 carrying the mail. He'll get to the 48-yard line. I believe that's Jones. And it is. Ducks looking to grind the time off the clock. Number 3 with the carry. And let's see. He's going to have enough to move the sticks. It'll be a, or did he, well, I'm looking at the distance marks. I guess he just had to get it straight. So it's 2nd and 9. Number 1 looking for somebody, and it's picked off. Let's go to the replay on that. There's a flag on the field. Watch this here. Wisnit's under pressure. He throws it, and the route is jumped and then picked off, and then a subsequent flag. And it looks like that one's going to be, that's going to put the ball at 31. So WAHOUMA has it. So he wasn't past the line of scrimmage. They were checking to see if it was an illegal forward pass. And usually in that case anyway, it's your goof and you bought it. So blocked him the ball carrier. That's number 7. He's going to be brought down by number 4, and that's Harris. And so the whistle blows. And 12 on the field against the Ducks. And trust me, there's coaches on each side counting. So the ball goes to the 49-yard line. You better believe they've always got somebody doing the math. So it's a fresh set of downs for WAHOUMA. Clock under 30 seconds in the third quarter. Big number 27 trying to find room. He stops, he stutters. Finds his way out of traffic. It's still going. And he steps out of bounds at the 42, and there's a flag. So there's a flag on the field. It's near the 50, and it's going to go against WAHOUMA. And it's holding. And there you have it. So WAHOUMA once again shooting themselves in the pinky toe, if you will. And that ball's going to go back to the 39-yard line. And the buzzer goes off for the end of the third. So we're getting ready for an interesting fourth quarter. Hold on to your hats, folks. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and we're about to enter the final quarter of the Elite Youth Football Super Bowl Sunday Championships. We've got ourselves a ball game, and we've had ball games all day, but we've got ourselves a ball game right here as the Tarrant City Ducks are holding on to an 8-point lead over WAHOUMA, 14-6. Mistakes made by both teams. Turnovers, penalties, you name it. It has occurred. Two very talented squads. And tough running by WAHOUMA. They know this is it. And number 7, George Bloxham, has been running tough all night long. And, I mean, he is tenacious. So, beyond the penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 15 at this point. And that pass is overthrown. Bloxham was open. So now it's 3rd down. And number 8, Santonio Harris, looks to find himself once again having to put it in the air. And the Ducks are going to take a timeout with 7:04 remaining in the contest. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. 3rd and 15. 7:04 remaining in the fourth. WAHOUMA needs to convert and keep this drive going. And the lefty quarterback is picked off. And nobody's in front of him. King is going to get a pick six. And King read that all the way. And look at him, he gets the pick six. And bam, with 6:45 remaining in the fourth quarter, they are going to tack another 6 to the 14 they already have. No flags. So we're going to see what the PAT does. And we're going to look at this from our on-the-field camera. And big number 17 is going to be pushed back. So it is no good. So it is 20-6 with 6:45 remaining. Now the game is not out of control by any stretch of the measure. 6:45 remaining. WAHOUMA just has to get something on the board offensively. They do not need to panic. So that is the hat trick. Is being able to keep your cool under pressure. And that's what WAHOUMA has to do. Number 13 getting ready to kick it off. I'm not sure if they're going to play keep away with it. And the wind blows the ball off. And that one's a little bit short. Number 7 looking to repeat earlier actions, but is not going to be able to do it. And he's going to get tripped up by number 6 of the Ducks. So the Seminoles so Harris, number 6 of the Ducks, gets credit for that stop on special teams. But WAHOUMA, they need to find a way to generate that offensive score. The one score they do have is a result of a special teams play, and that's on a kick return. But offensively, they have been stalled out all night. So direct snap to number 10. Number 10 stretches his way to the 40, but there is a flag. Right about the 40-yard line. And it looks like a hold. So that will come back. And again, they have big plays. Penalties have just ate them alive. I guess you can say it's akin to finally getting all of the water up off the floor only to turn on the sink and find out you still got a leak. WAHOUMA has to find a way to get a consistent drive put together before the end of this contest. And so now number 10 taking the snaps direct under center. And no pun intended, but the Ducks are flying all over the field at this point. They can sense a victory, but they know there's still plenty left to play. So we'll see what happens here. And this time the direct snap goes to Bloxham, who is speedy. Clock continuing to run. And looks like WAHOUMA's taking a timeout. Number 1, Ogletree is frustrated. And removing his helmet during the play, and that usually results in a penalty or a warning. They're going to send him to the sideline to cool off. And Ogletree, a key component to the WAHOUMA machine. So formation strong to the right. And the Seminoles are going to take a timeout with 4:11 remaining in the game. All right, so we're back. Ogletree was removed from the contest after throwing his helmet to the ground, and he's frustrated. We understand, and that's one of the things with coaching you do. You teach the kids to keep their cool. He's a key part of the WAHOUMA machine. Look at that right there, and that pass is caught! It is caught! And just like that, there is number 7, George Bloxham. Look at this right there. And he gets it, and he is gone and blocks him. Is so speedy. And I was wondering when we were going to see him break one, and we finally did. There's a flag on the field. So the touchdown is good. And we saw a WAHOUMA player laying on the ground near the flag, so it's a personal foul against the Ducks. A dead ball foul. And I was just saying, if they get this 2-point conversion, things are going to be real interesting here in the fourth quarter. So let's see what they do. They have not really tested the edge a lot. So Harris gets the snap, empty backfield, throws it quick. And King right there reading it. He knew Big 27 was lurking about back there, Devin Taylor. But we still have a one-score game. The 4 minutes remaining. So this thing can still be tied up. And you know what happens if it's tied up. That means nobody goes home yet. So you can see WAHOUMA, look at it, look at the boys down there on the field. They have a different kind of energy now. They know this thing isn't over yet. And of course, with the dead ball foul, they'll be kicking it off from the 45, I believe. So WAHOUMA has an opportunity to pin them deep. And we'll see what they do. That one takes a weird sort of bounce. And we'll be down about the 22-yard line. So the Ducks, having gotten some breathing room with the pick six, now find out that WAHOUMA is within striking distance. And an interesting four-wheeler. So the ball's actually spotted around the 25. There's a flag already. False start against the Ducks. So it'll be 2nd and 15. .323 remaining in the contest. Clock winding down. Do not want the big play. That is what WAHOUMA does not want to happen. There's a quick release to zero, and he is fast. There he goes. And he's going to move the sticks. It'll be a first down before he goes out of bounds. And the speedster has stung WAHOUMA at various times. That is Hudson. So Hudson runs out of bounds. That stops the clock. They move the chains. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Ducks not in too much of a hurry. They want to eat some of that clock up. Number 2 goes into motion. There's the misdirection. Number 3 has it. And there's the flag for the horse collar. Hairston, the ball carrier. Not hard to miss that one. So, and that is a penalty you do not need when you are trying to mount a comeback of sorts. And so that ball goes to the 37 with 2:21 remaining in the contest. WAHOUMA has had their opportunities. They cannot say that they have not had their opportunities. They have. But you got to make the most of those opportunities. You can't waste them, especially against a team like the Ducks. And here come the Ducks! Number 2, the ball carrier, he goes out of bounds inside the 20. And they're saying holding. So that's going to go against the Ducks. So that's going to come back. And as far as the Ducks are concerned, being able to put your opponent away is a problem. That is one of the things. You got to be able to finish your opponents. And when you get penalties like this, when you have a chance to kind of pin their ears back, you're not doing yourself any favors either. So the clock continues to run. Jones was the ball carrier on the last run. Ducks plenty happy to let it drain away. And the Ducks are going to take a timeout with 1:21 remaining in the contest. We'll be right back. This should be our last timeout of the evening. We'll be back in a few. All right, we're back. I believe that should be the last timeout. I don't know how many WAHOUMA has left. I think they've got one. And the Ducks are just running it. And WAHOUMA's going to take their final timeout. Let's see if that was a timeout. I know the play was blown dead, and the official looked in that direction. So 1:12 remaining. WAHOUMA trailing by a score and a try after. We're in the final throws of today's contest. So we want to thank you once again. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media, better known as the voice of the Clay Chalkville Cougars, here with you this evening, coming to you live from Winona High School. We want to thank our producer, Dr. Lincoln Moxie, at the controls, the lovely Sandra Moxie on the field, Big Vern hanging out there, didn't get run over tonight, so that's a good thing. He is faster than the officials. But the Elite Youth Football League absolutely wants to thank Birmingham City Schools and Winona High School for allowing use of their lovely facilities here. The Dragons are in the playoffs, so we want to wish them the best of luck as well. And AHSAA, and I believe their girls flag football team is as well. We thank you. Hit that like button. Share it with family and friends. We'll have the games uploaded for you. And number 3 is not able to go anywhere. And they snuffed that out and blocks them in on that stop. I believe number 15, Lewis, as a part of that. And so there's the final timeout. I believe that one is by the Ducks. So there's no more between either team. We certainly thank you guys for hanging in there with us today. It has been my privilege to watch these young men play and perform on this field today, and waiting to see where they go at the next level in their football journey. And so the officials are having a chit-chat. Don't know if they're trying to figure out if the Waffle House is available after the contest or not. But the temperature has dropped considerably. It's probably around 50 or so degrees right now with a light breeze. But it's been a great day for football. A little bit of wet weather, nothing major. 1:03 on the clock. And the turf is going to, well, I thought the turf got Jones, but it didn't. And so that's going to bring up third down. The clock is going to continue to run, and there's nothing that can be done to stop the clock at this point. And a 2-down spot, it is what it is. It is 4th down. There may be a few seconds left on the clock. Because it is 4th down. Now, hold on. Hold on. It is not quite over yet. They still have to run the play. And the Ducks are going to take their final timeout to avoid the penalty. So 21 seconds remain in the contest. And we'd also like to thank Elite Youth Football League for selecting Moxie Media to handle their production needs. Moxie Media always striving to do the best and bring the best in quality production to your sporting events. If you have an event that you'd like Moxie to consider, be sure to look them up on Facebook. Just type in the search bar, Moxie Media. When you see the purple, black, and gold shield, you know you have found the right spot. So it is another quiet night as everything starts to break down. As the saying goes, when you're in a stadium, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. And I say the same thing all the time at Clay Chalkville. So. So the coaches are trying to figure out what's going on. And we have no idea what the Ducks are doing. And the fact of the matter is, honestly, they can't take a knee because it would stop the clock and the ball would be turned over on downs. There's too much time left on the clock. So honestly, WAHOUMA would have another opportunity, like a one shot. There would still be time on the clock, and I believe that's what they were talking about. So as soon as that ball hits the ground, and the thing is they either run it around and wear the clock out or down it and turn it over. And so sooner or later, we're going to get the game underway so it can be over. And this is just a matter of the time on the clock. Because they're wanting to and they should have time on the clock. I don't know why this would take so long. And so they're trying to draw them off by using a hard count. And so there's a flag on the field. So now they've got a delay of game. And they can punt it now because they are now in front of the 40. And now they're going to want to pin WAHOUMA deep. So intelligent play by the Duck coaches. And speaking of the Ducks, that made me think of a certain thing that they did that got the attention of the NCAA. Speaking of Ducks, and using certain plays and situations to their advantage. So with the walk-off, 10 seconds comes off the clock. That leaves 11. And that's really what they were going for. It wasn't so much pinning them deep as it was to cost them time. And they did that effectively. And so the officials are making a few checks. And the Ducks clearly in prevent. And there's a flag, 5.5 on the clock, and he led with his head. Hit that replay, you'll see exactly what I mean. He puts it up in the air, and right there you see his head on number 10. Number 4, the defender. And, you know, whether it's intentional or not, that's what they're going to call it.
The quarterback can't bomb the ball.
So that puts the ball at the 36. WAHOUMA still needing all kinds of help. Dare I say divine intervention. Five seconds remaining in the game. And that's going to do it. That's a ball game. Congratulations to the Tarrant City Ducks. They are your 12U champions. And a game like this, your heart kind of breaks for them a little bit. I mean, your heart does break a little bit for WAHOUMA. You know, they stayed in it, they fought hard, but the mistakes were just too much. And the thing is that Tarrant City was making just as many mistakes and errors and penalties, but they did what they had to do when they needed to do it. And therein probably was the difference. And I say it goes back to that first drive of the game where they basically went down the field on WAHOUMA. WAHOUMA never able to put together a sustained offensive drive. That was probably the biggest killer of this game. So congratulations to both teams, because they didn't make it here by accident. They're both very good, very talented. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some additional football to play in a tournament somewhere after the season. But you know what? These kids, some of them getting ready to go on to middle school ball, and I know I'm going to see some of them at the high school level and maybe even at the college level and beyond. So a great game. You know, it went down the way it should go down, with both teams going back and forth. With all that being said, the Elite Youth Football League appreciates you fans for not only attending today's event here live, but being with us on Facebook and streaming the games today. Moxie Media thanks you. We've had a great time. Good night to each and every one of you. God bless you, and you all have a great week, and we'll see you at the next one. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media, a.k.a. the voice of the Clay Chalkville Cougars. We'll see you soon. Good night.